All right. Please, good afternoon again. My name is George Fusunimakun, a representative from the Garden City University IT unit. This afternoon, we are going to talk about some few things to kick you started your classes. The first thing we are going to go through is the Zoom, how we can use the Zoom effectively to ensure smooth and a very conducive environment during our lectures. So I am sharing my screen. If you can see, okay, somebody says can't they can't see my face. Okay, so I'm showing my face for some few minutes. All right, so here I am. This is George Fusunimaku. So I am sharing my screen. If you can see my screen, you just type yeah in the comment section or in the chat section. So I have shared a screen here, a document that contains screenshots of that. Great. So for that, us who can't unmute, when we join the classes and we want to mute ourselves, when we join the class, we have to ensure that we are muted. That is the first thing to prevent noise or to prevent interruptions. So we have to mute ourselves. So how do you mute yourself when you are already logged on in the Zoom? So as you can see on your phone, you see there is a session where there is this mute there. There is this particular session here that has a microphone and a line crossing it. So if there is the red line crossing it, it means your microphone is muted. Therefore, any noise in your background does not interfere with the meeting. But if there is no red line crossing that, if there is no red line crossing that, it means that your microphone is not muted. So for instance, if there is this one here, if there is if it is like this, if it is like this one here, it means that your microphone is not muted, and therefore whatever noise is in your background interferes our classes or our lectures. We all don't want our classes to be interfered with noise. So first and foremost, once you join any class, you have to make sure that your microphone is muted. And then if the class does not demand you to turn on your video, as my video is on right now, you have to make sure that your video is also turned off. So to turn off your video, you look down there, you look down there, as I showed earlier, there is the video, start video button there, showing us this one here. So in that case, if there is a red line crossing it, it means that your video is turned off. But if the red line is not crossing it, it means that your video is on. Therefore, if it does not demand that you have to turn on your video, you turn it off. So that is what two things I've talked about here: unmuting and muting, and sharing or starting your video and turning off your video. These are the two things we demand from you right when you join the class. And then you can see this particular person who joined the class used a name called Rock. 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 So therefore, when we also join class, what the IT unit demands from you is you use a particular naming scheme. You use a particular naming scheme. And the naming scheme, we want all our students to use. It's your index number and your full name. Your index number and your full name. So once you join the class, you have to rename yourself to your index number and your full name. So it is like index number, hyphen your full name, your full name. Index number hyphen your full name. So you join the class and your index number is 021225. You rename yourself to your index number here, hyphen your name is, let's say, Yap Mensa. So it's the name according to how it is stated on your admission letter. We use these names to trace attendance. So when you join the meeting, and then what Zoom does is that it automatically picks the name of the device you use to join the meeting. So you have to manually change it from that name to your index number and your full name. So how do you change your name? So as we can see here, Rog is here. Rog is here. So you are the one that when you go to participants down there, you would see your name. You would be in the in-meeting participants, you will be the first on the list where there is me inside bracket in front of the name you are using to join. So most of you have joined with the names, iPhone user, Zoom user, and those things. These are the things we are trying to prevent by saying you should use your index number and your full name. So to change your name here, you have to long press on the current name which you are using, either your phone's name or the device name. You have to long press it. And then after long pressing, you will have this screen here. After long pressing, you will have this screen here, which is asking unmute or rename. So in this particular case, we choose rename. You choose rename. So after choosing rename, what happens? After choosing rename, what happens? It pops this up for you to clear the old name and type the current name you want to use. to clear the old name and type the current name you want to use. So the person, Rock, has been able to change his name to his index number and his full name. He has been able to change his name from the Rock to his index number and the full name. So this is the format we want, or we entreat everybody to use. This is the format we entreat everybody to use. Your index number hyphen your full name. When you are done typing that, you click on done. You click on done. After clicking on done, you see that that name that had me in bracket is now changed into Kelvin, index number 0323166121 hyphen Kelvin Boam. Yeah. So this is the correct naming style we use. We identify ourselves by index numbers and our full name. So once you join the class, you are allowed to change your your name to your index number and your full name. Now, the next thing to talk about is chats. Chats. So now that we are all muted, one thing that can help us during the class when we are all muted or to interrupt in somebody's submission is that you can put your contributions and then your messages in the meeting chat. Whoever is presenting has the opportunity to see every message you are sharing or you are sending across. So there is meeting chat here. So at where we have on mute, we have mute, unmute, start video, participants, there is chat here. There is chat here. So in that chat session, it is used to send questions, submissions, or contributions to the class during the class particularly. So that is the use of that functionality here, the chats here. You click on it, you have the chance to type every message you want to put in there. So I want us all to give it a try by first renaming ourselves to our index numbers that we are able to generate from the portal and our full name as I have stated. So let us all try and do the renaming. Good. I've seen that most of us are really paying attention and we have done that. That is great. Some of us are still doing our names alone. Names alone. That is not the best because you may miss attendance. You may miss attendance. And some lecturers may kick you out of their class because they don't know anybody called Galaxy A22. They don't know anybody called Galaxy S9 or Frida June. You are identified uniquely by your index number and supported by your full name. So that is the correct naming scheme we are here. So let us all in this meeting rename ourselves into that. So I said the renaming, you can use somebody saying, can I come again for you again? Good. I'll take that again. So I said the correct renaming style is your index number and your full name. Your index number and your full name. So in that, how do you do the renaming? Once you join the class or you are in the meeting, once you join the class or you are in the meeting, you click on participants from the below here, from the bottom here. You click on participants from there, and then you come to you would see all the participants on the meeting. So once all the participants on the meeting are showing, your name is the one that has in bracket me. Your name is the one that has in brackets me. So I said first click on participants. All the participants will show. Your name is the one that has me in brackets. You check that. So you long press that name. You long press that name. Long pressing means that tap on it, don't release the hand until you are able to see this, until you're able to see unmute and rename here. What are we doing? If we are unmuting, we click on unmute. If we are renaming, we click on rename. We click on rename. So currently we are renaming, so we have to select rename. We have to select rename. So once you select rename, it opens this dialog box for you to clear the old name and type the new name. To clear the old name and type the new name. So you change it to this format. You change it to this format and you are able to rename yourself. You are able to rename yourself. Somebody says, please, what about those using laptop for the meeting? How are they going to rename themselves? So on laptop, you would see participants down. When you see participants, you move the pointer to your name. It is the same thing. It will be either your name or the device you are using's name and me in brackets. So in that case, you move the pointer to the name, you would see some three dots in front of your name. You click on the three dots and you will see options such as pin and rename. So you use the rename. You use the rename for that. You use the rename and you have the chance to rename yourself. Somebody is also asking, all lectures going to be this platform simultaneously for all centers? Yes. So our main platform for the lecture is Zoom. So we must all download Zoom. That is where it is our starting point to know you. So first, if you have not installed Zoom yet, you have to install Zoom. You have to install Zoom on your computer or on your mobile device. So now that we know about unmuting and stopping our video and renaming, so somebody is saying, are we supposed to rename every week? So what we demand from you is that when you join the class, you have to make sure that your name is either is in the format, the index number, and your full name. That is what we demand. So once you join the class, you check whether your name is in that or not. But then Zoom is intelligent that it learns from the person that joined. So the name you used to join or you joined the meeting with or the previous meeting with, it recognizes that. And the next time you try joining a different meeting, it uses the same meeting, the same name. So whilst you are joining, you check the name it is suggesting and you can change it from there. Or you get inside the meeting and you are able to change it. So I was talking about the meeting chat. So the meeting chat is found below or beside the participants down here. You tap on it And what do we use the meeting chat? When you tap on that, you get this screen here. You get this screen here. You get this screen here. So at the meeting chat, that is where we give out messages, we send our contributions, we send our questions. If somebody is in the line of submit or is making a submission, so we can also put our questions there. And then, so this person is trying to send everybody hi. So hi everyone. You just put your message across there like that in the meeting chat. Then there are reactions. There are reactions. So Zoom is a virtual classroom. It's like a virtual room, a room. It substitutes the physical classroom. So there are reactions in classrooms when people want to ask questions, they raise their hands. When people get the concepts that are being explained, they give facial expressions or some thumb up and those things. So Zoom also have those reactions, and it is found down there, just beside chat. If you want to ask a question in class, you don't straight away mute yourself and start talking. You have to raise your hand. You have to raise your hand. When you raise your hand, whoever is making the submission or the lecturer gets to see you that you want to make a submission and therefore can call your name. Right now, I can see Bawa Lydia raise their hand, Salifu Apisiba Hamida, Prachum Rosemary, Grace Kwao. All of that are raising their hand. So when you have a submission to make, it's either you put in the comment section or you make the submission, you raise your hand to be called to make the submission. Whether asking a question, a contribution, or anything, that is the way forward. It is found at reactions. You click there, you see all the reactions. If you think the lecture is going on very, very well for you, there are several reactions you can use in the reaction session. But mind you, whenever you want to ask a question, you raise your hand. You raise your hand. The first thing is always to unmute yourself and rename yourself and stop your video if the video is on. So after clicking on the reactions, these are some of the reactions that I can see. So I have clapping. If you think that a submission being made is very powerful and you want to applaud the person, you can use the hand clapping or the clapping hand. If you agree to some submission that is being made, you use the thumbs like that. If you love that too, you use this particular. Please, a minute. All right, please, let's continue. So, yeah, these are the reactions. The other ones that are not seen can be found at the three dots here, the more options sign here. You click there, you're able to find other reactions that you can apply. So now I know we are trying, so we can raise down our hand and we can lower our hand. So after raising it, raise hand is here, raise hand is here. After raising it, you can see it turns into lower hand. So let's all lower our hand and take away our reactions. Good. It is very, very good. A positive sign. We are all paying attention. It means that when we start lectures the weekend, our classes are going to be a very good one. We are going to interact very well. So the next thing to talk about using Zoom is so the next thing to talk about here is we may have presentations. We will. So there will be presentations during some of the lectures. So we may be given or divided into groups to work on topics to come and present as colleagues. So once you are presenting or you are asked to share something, so in presentation, sometimes we need to guide ourselves with slides or with our notes. So if you want to present or if you are presenting, you have to share your information, your document that you are using for the presentation. So you have to share screen like you are seeing my screen now. How was it able to pop up for you all to see? So that is this button down here called share. That is that button here called share. So you have to share your screen. How do you share your screen? You click on share down here. I believe we can all see. You click on share, and then after clicking on share, you see this. It asks you this one. What are you sharing? You are sharing your screen. You are sharing your what? Screen. You pick that. And then after selecting screen, what do you go? Where do you go? It opens up your screen. Then now you are able to navigate through the documents that you want to share. You are now able to navigate to the documents that you want to share. So here, this screen was shown in that particular class. The person who was sharing, Kevin Wang, was able to share his screen for everybody to see. Then once we are done presenting, we should stop share so that somebody else or other groups can also what? Present. Other groups can also present. So how do you stop share when you have finished your submission? So down there, you would see stop share. You will see stop share. You click on stop share and then it stops the video. Somebody is saying, I still have problem with the changing of name. Okay, so you can make your question clearer. What is the challenge you're having, the right challenge you're having so that we can assist you? So somebody is also saying, sir, please, I can't share my screen. Good, you can't share your screen because I am sharing. It is one person at a time. So that is what we have set it up. That is what we have set it up, that only one person can share at a time. Only one person can share at a time. So I was talking about stopping our video. Once you join the class and you see this, this particular video here, it means that your video is on. It means that your video is on. It means that your video is on. This particular video sign, like you are making a video call. It means that your video is on. Therefore, you are supposed to turn it off. So how do you turn it off? Right where on mute is, you can see stop video. Stop video. You tap on that to stop the video. You tap on that to stop the video. Once you tap on that to stop the video, here is also mute. So you can unmute when you want to talk, and you can mute too as well. So mute here, you tap on that to mute, and you tap on that to unmute. So when you tap on that, you see that there's a line crossing the two signs there. That shows you that you are you are muted. And if there is no line crossing the two, if no line is crossing the two, it means that you are not muted. Therefore, whatever noise in your background comes in there. Great. These are some of the few things we should know in the beginning. Like I'm saying, as time goes on, we may engage you and talk about the Zoom and some other features as well. So that is the little we have to know for now in the Zoom. The key things are: one, the naming scheme. You use your index number hyphen your name, your full name. You use your index number hyphen your full name. And then after doing that, you have to check whether your video is on. Very, very important. If your video is on, you turn it off. If your audio is also on, you turn that one also off to ensure a smooth environment for lectures. So somebody say, please, what of the record? Good. So we do not allow students to record class. We record the class as a unit because of some of the noises and the interferences that may happen unconsciously by some of our students or some of our colleagues. We record the class and then we edit the video, take away all of those noise and several interruptions here and there from that. And after that, we post the edited video on our YouTube channel. So when you go to YouTube, you search Garden City University. And then our logo pops up and our name, it pops up as a channel. You click on the channel, and then let me demonstrate that. You click on the channel and you are able to see all the recorded videos. So this particular cohort, we will make that January 2026 as a playlist there. So straight away, when you go there, you will be able to. So I am demonstrating that here too for you to see. So once you are on YouTube, you search for Garden City University. Don't add college, just Garden City University. Then it brings you, this is our official logo. This one is our official logo. That is our YouTube account. So you click on the name it opens our channel for you, but then it gives you some of the videos that are there. These are not all. As we can see, we are only seeing four. We are only seeing 4 or 5. So you go to playlist, playlist, then you would see the cohorts. So the just ended semester was the August 2025. Now we are in January 2026, and therefore, once the lecture starts the weekend, after the weekend, during the week, the videos will be uploaded with the playlist name January 2026. So let's go into one of the playlists and you would see the videos. So I enter
Grammarly now uses
one
AI to
of
help write, not just revise. Type a prompt and
so this is the video and the several videos in the playlist. Now you can navigate through that by the course name. So these are previous, just the ended semester, the lectures. So you can refer back after the weekends here for that. Please, I believe you all can still see my screen, the screen I'm sharing, because somebody is saying I can't see your presentation. You can see my screen. I have a YouTube page. Okay, great. That's a positive feedback. So that is how we go about our recordings. That is how we go about the recordings. Once the recordings are done, we tell the class reps or the course reps to inform you that recordings are being posted. So you should go and refer to them. Once the recordings are being done, we will inform course reps to inform you that recordings are being posted, and therefore you visit our channel, YouTube channel, to look for that. So that is the few things we can talk about in Zoom. So somebody saying, is there any criteria or order for the remaining, that is the first name, middle name, last name, or the likes? Great. There is no order. We just want to see your index number and your full name. We do not want to see Zoom user. You have to really pay attention to that. As I can see, there are some people with names Samsung SMA055F, A065F, and those things. When you are in a lecture, you may be kicked out and you may not understand why. The why is what I am giving you now. Change yourself once you join the meeting to the correct renaming I have given you. Some are still using Zoom user, Technopop, something, iPhone user, iPhone. We do not encourage that. So we move on. We move on. So I would like to take questions, but then before I will unmute you to talk, you have to raise your hand or you have to send a comment and I unmute you to talk. So I'm inviting 5 questions just by what I have said. So with the recording, somebody is asking, can you come again with the recording? I said, once the weekend ends, the classes are from Friday, 3 p.m., Saturday, and Sunday. Once the weekend ends, we edit the videos on Monday, Tuesday, thereabout. After editing, we post them on our YouTube channel. So if you want to find the video of the recorded lecture, you visit our YouTube channel and the recording will be there. And the recording will be there. So somebody is saying, how do you share your screen using a laptop? So on the laptop, still you can see audio, video, participants, chat, and you can see share with a green button. You just have to click on share. It shows you the screens you can share. So either you are sharing the entire screen or like a particular document you have opened, you just click on that or you double click on that to share. I think I've answered that. So please, lecturers will be giving us slides. Yeah, I would also talk about a different platform for quizzes, learning materials, and other ones. So I just want to finish up with the Zoom. Great. So we can now move on to a different agenda. So the next agenda is about our platforms. First and foremost, I would talk about our website. I will talk about our website. So our official website, you have to write it down. If you need any information from the school or about the school, you have to visit our official website. And our official website's address is gcuc.edu.gh. gcuc.edu.gh. I am pasting it in the comment section. I'm pasting the address in the comment section. So gcuc.edu.gh. So once you type that in your browser, you just hit that and it opens the website for you. Please, I believe you can all see my screen again. If you can see my screen, say yes in the comment section. Good. That's great. So I said our official website is gcuc.edu.gh. And I have pasted the address in the chat. I have pasted the address in the chat. Good. So this is our website here. You need any information, every office lines to call, they are there. So let me take you through some few minutes. So we have the About section where you can see the vision and mission, the university's history, the council of the university's anthem, the direction to our campus, our policy, the IT unit, then some offices, the founder's office, the president office. So these offices, if you need the lines of the finance, you click on finance, and then it opens the finance page for you like this here. So about them, the finance officer here, the past finance officers, and then some staff of the finance office, and the contacts for the finance. You need any office line and email to send your complaints or anything that has to do with finance. You visit our website, that is gcuc.edu.gh. You go to the About section there. About, you see that particular office there. And there is a section that has contacts. There is a section that says office contacts, and these office contacts are placed there. So this is the official email of the finance office. And this one here is the official telephone lines of the finance office. You do not have to contact a third person for any information. You come here, you go to About, you see the office there, and you see their numbers or their contact lines. You pick it and you make your inquiry. So, for instance, you want to contact the registrar's office. It is at about the registrar's office, and you have it there. So this is as I was saying. And then you have the admission side. You can view the programs and accommodation and some other things. We have academics. You can read about the schools and departments in here. We all belong to CODEL, so we have that one here too. And then we have student life. Student life. We have to take note of this particular part here. Student life. Student life. Student life. So student life, you are going to see. So at student life, what are you going to see? You would see course registration. You would see e-learning portal. You will see the academic calendar. You will see the fee schedule for that particular semester. The SRC executives are also there. And we have a career center unit also there. So as students, when the semester begins, we are to register our courses. Now we have index numbers. We have accepted our admission. We have paid our fees, part payment or some percentage of our fees. The next thing is register your course. And how do you register your course? Course registration is done on Students Portal. Course registration is done on Students Portal. So when every semester begins, first thing is you have to register your courses. You have to register your courses. And how do you register your courses? How do you register your courses? You come to our official website. You would see these things. The first is on top of the screen here, you would see Students Portal. You would see Student Portal. You would see Student Portal. You click there, it takes you to our Students Portal. So Students Portal. If you are using a mobile device, you look on top there, there are some 3 lines. You tap on the 3 lines, it gives you the sections, the about admissions, academics, stuff, and those things, and you see student portal as part of the session. You click on it, it takes you to the students portal. Or if you are not seeing that, on the page, there is student life. There is student life. There is student life. So, as students' life, what can we see? We see course registration. So when you tap on course registration, it takes you to our students portal. So let me try the two. Firstly, I am using the students portal link here. So I click on students portal and it opens the students portal for me. And then I come to students life. I come to course registration. I click on that and it still opens students portal for me. So that is our students portal. That is where we register our courses. So the next thing now is to go through the student portal. So I have visited the gcuc.edu.gh. I go to students portal. So it opens the student portal. This is our students portal. Which has Garden City University student portal here, and it has the login part here. So how do you log in as a fresher? So you log in as a first-time user with your index number as use. It's asking you username and password. So on our students portal, our username is our index number, not the admissions number or the username you use during the application. No, we are using the index number we generated from the application portal after paying our fees. So if you are a nursing student, your index number is 0313 plus the unique numbers. So 0313, let me pick anybody at random. So 0313 156525. That is our index number, and midwifery is supposed to be 0323 then 250125. This is supposed to be our index number. So it is our username. Our username is our index number. So let me log in. Please, Grace Kwao, permit me to use your account in the demonstration. So I am using Grace Kwao 0313 156525. Now, somebody is asking password. The password is still our index number. The password is still our index number. So as fresh users, okay, first time users, our index number is our username and it is still the password. So the password is 0313 again 156525 156525. So as we all are first time users, our index number is our username and it is our password. So you sign in. Great. So that means Grace index number, Grace has probably changed her password or I wrongly typed it. So 0313156525. And it's the same thing as the password. So sign in. Oh. So let me use a different person, 0323 5225. Great. So I have signed in here. I have signed in here. This is the students portal. So on the students portal, when you log in, you see student bills, course registration, lecturer evaluation, profile, results, registered courses, announcement. Let me still, please, can you all hear me? Because some are complaining they can't hear me. Okay, great. So they can hear me. So if you are not hearing me, you have to check your network. So this is the student portal. Like I said, you log in the students portal with your index number as your username and password. Let me try the login again. So 0323235225. The same thing as password. The same thing as password, and I sign in. I am inside here. Now, what I see is student bills, course registration, lecturer evaluation, profile, results, registered courses, announcement. I want to register my courses. That is my main reason why I entered or I logged in into the student portal. So straight away, there are two parts you can go. You can first or you can come to course registration, or at your left hand side here, there is semester registration. Any one of these you click on takes you to the course registration section of the student portal. So once you click on course registration, you are able to register your courses. Or once you click on semester registration, it takes you to the part where you can register your courses. So let's try that. So I want to register. I go to course registration. I go to course registration and it leads me to this particular page. It leads me to this particular page. Now, So it leads me into this particular page. Now, the next thing is that we are registering. We are registering. So you have to select the academic semester. So it is asking you the particular semester you are registering for. What semester are you registering? So all of us here, we are in the 2025-2026 academic year and first semester. So 2025-2026 semester one. So we go to select academic semester. So academic semester, we click. So which particular semester are we registering for? So 2025-2026 semester one. Semester one. Then we go to continue. So it's asking, is the form filled out correctly? Is the form filled out correctly? I'll say, okay. And then it displays all my courses, the courses that I can register for in that particular semester. So it is showing all the courses I can register for in this particular semester. So now you have to check the academic year and the semester again. So in this session, it shows 2025-2026 semester one. Semester one. Here, you have to show. So, and it's showing my current option. So your program is a full-time program, but the option is Codel. It's Codel. So you have to see Codel. If it is regular, I would show you how to change that into that. I can see some people are raising their hand. So let me take some few and we continue. So Grace Quao, you can unmute and talk. Okay, so Boache Olivia, if you have a question, I am asking you to unmute and talk. Okay, so let me take some few ones here. Somebody is saying, please, with mine, when I put in my index as my password, it tells me wrong password. And when I press on forgot password for them to send it to my mail too, I don't get any message in my mail. We will tackle that. We will have several engagements with you and we will teach you all of these things, how to change the password. And then if I use my index number as username, it says wrong username and password. I will answer that. Sir, please, we are in 2026, but why is it 2025, 2026 academic year, please? So the semester started in August 2025. The academic year started August 2025 and it will end in this year, 2026. So our current academic year, according to our academic calendar is 2025-2026. And then if I enter the username and password with the index number, it says wrong password. No problem, we'll tackle that. Please, the courses are not showing on my screen. Great, we will tackle that too. So somebody wants the link to the student portal. So the link to the student portal, let me send it to the chat. Great. So let's continue. I've sent the link to the student portal. So we want to register our courses. How do we register the courses? So you check the particular semester here is 2025-2026 academic year, and then you check your option 2. The next thing is that if you have not registered, these boxes here would show empty. All the courses here, you see the courses are here. Each of the check boxes in front of the courses are showing empty, meaning you have not registered. To register, you check the courses one after the other, or we can use the lazy man's approach. The lazy man's approach is by clicking on the first box up here, which selects all the courses together. When you click on the first box here, it selects all the boxes of every course. This particular person has registered. That's why I am seeing modify registration. But if she has not registered, it will be register. Then I'll click on that. After that, it will tell me semester course registration. You have successfully been registered for the semester down here. Down here, you would see that. So that is how we register the course. That is how we register the course. I am taking that again. To register your course, on the home page after logging in, you go to course registration. It brings you to this page. You click in the box, then you pick the semester. So we are 2025-2026 semester 1. Then we say continue. Okay. Once you click on that, it shows the courses. You see, we have registered. That is why the boxes are in blue. But if you are not registered, the boxes will show like this. So if you want to register, you click on the first one behind the in front of the course code. Then you come to register down here. This particular button, if you have not registered, it would be register. This particular person has registered. That is why now it is showing modify what? Registration. Modify registration. So there are sometimes we may be asked to modify our registration. When you come, you select the courses, and then you click on modify registration. So it registers you and gives you this message down there saying you have successfully been registered for the semester. Somebody is saying, please, mine shows regular, and because of that, I can't register my courses. I will tackle that right after this one. Good. So that is here. That is what we mean by course registration. So you print out the report. There is print out report here. There is print out report here. You can print out the report of the courses you have registered, which shows your details there. So I want to print out the courses I have registered. So I click on print out report. It gives me this one here, which has mine, the school's name, my picture here, and then my details. So BSc midwifery codal option. My index number is this. My level is 300. My name is this. The courses I registered are here. So these ones, you have to compare them with the courses that are listed when the timetables are given out. If there are missing ones, you contact our office line. I'll show you our official office lines you can contact later on. If there are some missing, you message these lines. So this is the printout here. On your phone, you can print it as a PDF or you can take screenshots of that. Great. So now we are able to register our courses. Let me take the steps. The step once again is when you log in, you see student bills, you see course registration, and at the left-hand side here, you see semester registration. Any one of the two, when you click on that, it registers you. It takes you to the step to register your course. So I click on semester registration, it brings me here. I select the particular semester I am registering for. It opens. And then I check the boxes and click on register. After doing that, it tells me I have successfully been registered for the semester. I have successfully been registered for the semester. Now, some of us are saying because of their option up here showing regular, the option here is showing as regular. Their option is showing as regular. Because of that, they are not seeing any courses to register. Good. Now, it is because when you were accepting the admission on the admission portal, you didn't really pay attention to the option there. And by default, it is set as regular and you didn't really pay attention and you selected that. Now we give you the chance to change the option. So how do you change your option from regular to codel? Now, on the left-hand side here, you see semester registration, semester results, registered courses, change campus, change stream, and change program option. Change program option here. So if your option is showing as regular, you click on change program option. You click on change program option to change the program, the program's option. We have full-time and Codel. So how do we change the option? I just have to come to change program option, and then we have this screen. It is saying our current stream is weekend, but our program option should be Codel, not regular. It should be Codel, not regular. So the one facing that challenge, you come to change program option, you select your program option here as Codel, and you say set program option. So now it sets that up, and when you go back to course registration, you pick the semester. After saying continue, they ask you, is the form filled out correctly? You say okay. It now changes into Codel. It now changes into Codel for you to register your courses. So that is how course registration is done on the students portal. And then once you register your courses, you have to view the registered courses. So how do you view registered courses? You would see it here as part of the options here. So we see registered courses. Registered courses. So I can now click on registered courses to go and view the courses I have registered for that particular semester. And it is showing here as I registered. So after you register, you have to view your courses. After you register, you have to view your courses. So that is that here. And then when after main examinations, and when results are released, it is this same students portal we use to check our results. So where are we going to find that? We find that at this part called results. Results. You find that at this part called results, and we can change or view our results. So I want to view my results. I come to results, I click on that, and the semester that I have registered for is the one showing there. So if you don't register for a semester, you wouldn't even see there is the semester there to even select to view the results. So when results are posted, some people I can't see my results on my portal. One of the reasons or the main reasons will be that you have not registered or you didn't register your course. So you have to register your course. You have to register your course. So you pick the semester you want to view, then you go to continue. And then it is showing the courses, the marks as Z, meaning that you have not taken an exam yet to view results. You have not taken an exam yet to view results. So if results are released, you would see the marks here. You would see the marks showing there. So I am pasting the link to the student portal again. I have posted it. So somebody is saying, talking something about fees. Good. Once we are here, we can talk about that. So student bills. If you want to pay your fees, you go to student bills. Student bills. You go to student bills. And then when you come to student bills, it shows the current semester and your bill, the amount you are supposed to pay. And then if you have paid the amount, it will deduct from it and show you your current outstanding fees. So that will be shown there. Now, how do you make payment with the student portal? Good. So to make payment with the student portal, when you log in and in the home screen, you come to student bills. Student bills from here. When you are at student bills, you scroll down and you would see amount in Ghana cedis. We want to pay 0.1 Ghana cedis. And what fee are you paying? What fee are you paying? I am paying hostel fees. I am paying school fees. So I'm paying school fees. I pick school fees. Then I go to start payment. Start payment. Once I come to start payment, I am allowed to enter my telephone number. You enter your telephone number. So this is just a random number. I enter the number. When I say confirm, a code will be sent to that particular number. A code will be sent to that particular number. So a code will be sent to the number which will demand for an OTP. You put the OTP back, and the rest is between you and mobile money authorization. You just authorize the payment, and that is done there. Straight away after paying, it reflects on the student portal, on the home screen of the student portal. It reflects there. So that is how we do that. Some people are talking about changing of campus and those things. Please, we don't allow changing campus. Whatever campus you chose during the application is the same campus that holds. For now. If you change campus, you may have issues until Codel Director comes to clarify it. Please do not change the campus from the campus you selected to a different one. Remain it like that. So these are the few things we can do in the students portal. The next thing or the next issue we will tackle is virtual class or our learning management platform. So this particular platform is Students Portal. We also have a platform where lecture materials are being put, quizzes and mid-semester examinations are being taken there. So once you register for the semester, you should have access to a virtual classroom, our virtual classroom. So our virtual classroom is found down here. Virtual classroom is down here. Down here. So what do? You click on the virtual classroom. Once you have registered, it takes you to our virtual classroom. It takes you to our virtual classroom. All right, sorry. All right, sorry. I had some network issues. So let's continue. So I was talking about our virtual classroom or our learning management platform where we are supposed to access our lecture materials, our slides and everything. So that portal is called vClass. vClass. That portal is called vClass. So to access vClass, you scroll down. Okay, so we move on to the vClass. Sorry. We move on to the vClass. So this is our virtual class. This is our virtual class. You can access it from the student portal. The section is called virtual class. So you click on virtual class. Once you click on that, straight away, automatically, it logs you in. It logs you in. So you see, this is a different interface here with the same name here as Mabel Dede, Mabel Dede Onale there. So now on the vClass, you would see your courses. You would see the courses you have registered for that particular semester. You see the courses you have registered for that particular semester. It has the home part. So here is home. Here is dashboard. Here is events. And you have my courses. You have my courses. Your name should show at the upper right hand side here. Then at your right hand side of this part, your courses are still showing there. So now we are taking some of these ones one after the other. So first, we are talking about So right now there are no upcoming events. So there is this sample course here called Introduction to GCUC Virtual Classroom. So we are going to use that as a test. So when I click on events now, I see that there is an event here saying sample assignment is due. So there is an assignment I have to take. And they are saying the time is really approaching, that the deadline is 30th January, Friday, and the time is there, 12 o'clock a.m. And the course name is there. Good. That is what we can see at events. And my courses. What do we see at my courses when we go there? You put your mouse pointer on that. It shows you the courses that you have registered for. The course codes and everything. The course codes and everything are here. You can find them there. So the first thing I have to take you through is how do you access the links to the courses? How do you access the links to the courses? So I am a midwifery student here. When I log on to my virtual classroom, I go to my dashboard. I would see a course called Zoom Lecture Links. Zoom Lecture Links. Zoom Lecture Links. I click on that. When I click on that, this is the courses page. This is the course page. So it shows every course and the link to the course. Every course and the link to the course. So here is where you come to access the link to the course. So if you have obstetric anatomy and physiology of the reproductive system, you log on to the virtual class, you go to dashboard, you see Zoom lecture links as a course, and then Zoom lecture links as a course, and then you have join the class. So this is join ops class. If I want to join ops class, I just click on that and I say open. It brings me to Zoom. So the class opens for me. The class opens for me. So the class opens for me. So these are where we can find the links to the courses, the classrooms. So you guide yourself with a timetable. We will post the times there. When the time is due, you log into vClass here. You go to dashboard. Then you locate the particular course. Then you click on join the class. Then you click on join the class. So these are the links. You have obstetric anatomy, midwifery practice, normal pregnancy, pharmacology for midwives, biostatistics, biochemistry, transition, research methods, normal labor, and behavioral science. All of them have their different links. So once this lecture is over, you are going to the next class. You click on the link here. You come back here, you join that particular class from the vClass. So I am taking that again. We will start class on Friday. When we have successfully logged into our vClass, we go to dashboard. Once we are dashboard, we would see Zoom lecture links as a course. Whether we are nursing or midwifery, we would see this particular course, Zoom lecture links. Because I opened with a midwifery link, that is why midwifery courses I am seeing. So once you click on that link, the Zoom lecture links as a course, you click on that course, you now have access to each of the courses and their various links. So Friday, 3 p.m., you have obstetric anatomy and physiology of the reproductive system. You come here and then you click on join ops class. After that, when the lecture has ended, you have midwifery practice. You log in back again. You come to Zoom lecture links and then you click on join midwifery practice class. The next day, you have another lecture. It's the same thing. The same thing. It's the same thing. Good. Some of you have complaints about the V class. This is our official numbers here to contact for help. So you can find that here. So you have to contact us on, this is a call line. It says call this number. If you want to call, this is the number you have to call. But if you want to send a WhatsApp, this is the number you have to WhatsApp. The 0596 917179. You WhatsApp the number and you lodge your complaint there. The officer will attend to you there. So this is our virtual classroom. So that is how I've showed you to access the links to various courses. Once the semester begins this Friday, your lectures begin this Friday, you log in here, you go to dashboard, then you look for Zoom lecture links as a course, you click on that and you would see or you would have access to each of the course and their links. Great. So that is for joining the classes. Now, you have a course called Moodle, Introduction to Moodle, which is here. Introduction to Moodle, which is here. Now, all of us here are enrolled here to help us practice this Moodle or some of the activities we do on the Moodle. So when we come here, when we come there, what can we do? So I want to access this particular course. I have to click on that. It opens with the lecturer's name, the contact of the lecturer, and then the email and everything. So here, some of the items here, this one is course outline. You can view the course outline by clicking on that and it shows as a document for you to view there. You click on that, you are able to view it. So that is where your slides and everything are going to be placed. Your lecture resources are going to be placed. And then we have a slide here, Introduction to Management 2. You can open that by clicking on that and it opens the document for you. Sometimes it requires you to download. It requires you to download. Then we have sample assignments. So you may be given assignments to submit. So this is an assignment I have clicked on. Now it has an opening date and a date which is due. The opening date is 22nd January 2026 and closes on Friday 30th January 2026. So how do I submit the assignment after typing my submission and everything? How do I submit my assignment? So I can submit my assignment by clicking on this button called Add Submission. So each of these assignments comes with a submission format. So the submission format may be a Word document or a PDF, depending on whatever the lecturer says you should use. So you go to Add Submission. Add Submission. Once you click on Add Submission, you are taken to this page. When you are on this page, we have this particular symbol here, or this particular icon here. This particular icon, it is called Add File, Add File, or Add Document. So we want to submit our assignment. So we click on this particular symbol here, Add File, then it pops up this for us to see. It pops up this. So the next thing we have to do is we are uploading our answer. So we go to upload a file. Upload a file. So once we click on upload a file, it loads this one here. To upload a file, we choose the file we want to use. So choose file. Once we click on choose file, we are now allowed to choose a file. We are now allowed to choose a file. So I want to choose any file. I can just select the file and the name of the file will show here. The name of the file should show here after selecting. Once you are done, you just upload the file. After uploading, that is not all. When you click on uploading, it is not all. The next thing is that you have to check whether the file name is showing here. The name you use the file and the file itself is showing here. So this is the file name and this is the file itself. You have to check whether it's showing here. Once it is showing there, the next step is to click on Save Changes. Save Changes. You have to save the changes. So save changes. So I have to select Save Changes. Now, when I say Save Changes, it loads and saves my file. So now it's telling me that my file is submitted for grading. And the file's name is here. It gives me the time I submitted the file and the status of my assignment, telling me it is not graded. If it is graded, it will show there. So 22nd January 2026 was the time. 6:11 p.m. was the time I uploaded the assignment. So that is how we upload assignments. You go to the assignment name, you would see add submission. At add submission, you choose add file button here. You choose the file. You click on upload this file. Then you upload it and you go to save changes. You go to save changes and you continue. So that is how to submit an assignment. Now, the next thing is quizzes. Quizzes like a midsem. How to take quizzes. How to take quizzes. So how to take quizzes. So this is a sample quiz. This is a sample quiz. So we are going to take a quiz here. Sample quiz. This is a sample quiz. So midterms can be in the form of an assignment which is uploaded on the V class, or can be in a form as a quiz. Can be in a form as a quiz. So if it is a quiz, this is how we assess that. So you click on the quiz, and then it shows you the time the quiz opened and the time and date it will end, like the assignment did. Now, you would see attempt quiz when it is time for you to attempt the quiz. And the attempt allowed is only one. Only one. So you have to make sure that you have a strong network when these times are due. So before I continue, Gifty Kwabi is raising the hand. So Gifty Kwabi, you can talk. I'm asking you to unmute.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Please, my question is it because you are using a laptop, that's why you can access the dashboard? Because right now I am using my smartphone, but when I access the dashboard, nothing appears, and I had wanted to follow your steps whilst you do it, but when I open my student portal and then go to the V class, nothing is showing when I click on the dashboard.
Have you registered your courses?
Yes, please, I have.
So instead of going to dashboard, you see
Mhm.
my courses, right?
Yes, yes.
Click on that. Are you following?
Mm. Okay, then let me go to my. Okay. Yes, I am.
You are seeing course codes, right?
Yes, see. Please a minute. Just see you see. Edu. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh. Is it because I'm in a hurry? I didn't view. And please a minute.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, please. I have opened the students portal.
So go to V class.
I should not go to my courses again.
Okay, you are on the V class already, this platform, right? Are
No,
you
I'm in
currently
my
logged in
students
here?
portal.
Students portal, where you are able to register courses.
Yes.
So that is a different platform from this one, as I said earlier on. So go down, you would see virtual class. Scroll down.
Yes, hmm, okay, I have.
So click on that. It should log you in here.
That's what I'm saying that. Okay. Okay. Let me for you. Oh, hmm, I think the network is slow. It's in the
It would come.
okay. Mhm. Mhm. Because I think it's because of my network. It's not opening no. But initially I was able to open the V class.
All right. So when you log in, there are two ways to access the course, okay? The first
Mm-hmm.
way is by going to my courses, which will show you the course codes of the courses. From there, when you click on that, it takes you to the course, okay? Or you go to dashboard. You click on dashboard, your courses are shown there. So once it's able to log in, you try that way for us. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So now let's continue. Let's continue. So the next issue is to assess or to attempt a quiz. So how do I attempt the quiz? I click on attempt quiz, and now it is asking me whether I really want to attempt the quiz. So your attempt will have a limit of 15 minutes. When you start, the timer will begin. So it's telling you that once you attempt the quiz, it is that and for all. So you click on start attempt, and it pops up the quiz like, all right, please, can you see my screen now? Respond in the chat for me. Can you see my screen now? Okay. So I'm taking the quiz again. Sorry. So I think let me share my entire screen. Let me share my entire screen. So let me share my entire screen. Great. Please, can you see my screen, which has the attempt quiz? Okay. So we proceed. I go to the quiz. It has the time it opened and the time it closed, and I see attempt quiz. Now it says the quiz started Thursday, 22nd January 2026, 2 p.m. So if you come at 1 p.m., you wouldn't see the attempt quiz because the time it should open has not started. And if you see, and it closes on Friday, 30th January, so it means that any day, any time between Thursday, 22nd January, 2 p.m., and Friday, 30th January, 5 p.m., any day, any time between these dates, you would have access to attempt the quiz. But when you come at Friday, 30th January, 4:50 p.m. You only have 10 minutes left for the quiz to close. You only have 10 minutes left for the quiz to close. So then it may go against you. So you don't sit and wait till some few minutes to the end time that you attempt the quiz. No. You take the quiz early, and that is that. So somebody is asking, where do you find the quiz? If you are trying with me, I say go to my courses. When you go to my courses, you will see Moodle. Click on Moodle. It will bring you to this page here. And then you will see some information, the courses, the resources. This is a resource, a reading material. This is a link to a survey on e-learning. This is a resource or a reading material here. This is a sample assignment. We took that earlier on. And then this is a sample quiz. So this is the quiz. This is the quiz. So you click on sample quiz. It brings you here. Then you would see the things I was explaining. So attempt quiz, click on attempt quiz. It asks you, do you really want to attempt the quiz? You say, start attempt. Please, are you seeing the questions now? If you can see, put it in the chat box for me to see. Yeah, so now we can see the questions. So this is how the questions appear. This is how the questions appear. Question number here and the question itself. What is the official language of Ghana? If it is Ewe, you think that it's Ewe, you don't click on the name, you click on the rounded shape here. You click on the rounded shape here. So my answer is English, so I click on the rounded shape in front of English. The next question, which water body in Ghana? Then there is the South. I say maybe it's this. I choose my answer. So you read, you choose, you read, you choose, you read, you choose, and you go to next. You read, you choose, you read, you choose, you read, you choose, you read, you choose, and you go to next. You read and you choose an answer. You read and you choose an answer. You read and you choose an answer. You go to next. So like that. When you come to here, the final question, instead of seeing next, you will see finish attempt. Finish attempt down there. You would see finish attempt. So you click on finish attempt and it is showing you the status of your answers. So this is the status of your answers here. And you see all of them are saying answer saved, but 3 of them are saying not yet answered, not yet answered, meaning the answer you chose was not saved. So how do you navigate back to the questions? You just go to return to attempt, then you go to the questions. So it's question 17, capital city of Ghana, I choose my answer. This one too, I choose my answer. I choose my answer. I finish attempt again, and now everywhere is saying answer saved. At this point, when you click on submit all and finish, submit all and finish, it submits the work and you cannot reattempt it again. So I submit all and finish and I submit. So it gives you, depending on how the lecturer sets up the quiz, it gives you the time and date and the status of your submission. So here the state is saying that it is finished. I have finished the attempt. I submitted it on 22nd January 2026, 6:35 p.m. So somebody is asking, so if the time isn't up and you leave the page and you come back and continue. So it opened on Friday, 2 p.m. It closes on 30th Friday, 5 p.m. But when you open or when you attempt the quiz, you only have 15 minutes in your attempt. You only have 15 minutes in your attempt. So you attempted the quiz, you used about 10 minutes to answer. You have 5 minutes remaining. After the 5 minutes, if you have not submitted, the system will submit it for you. It will submit it for you. Same as you delay in answering the questions and you are not able to answer some of the questions and the time, the 15 minutes or the time that is allocated for the quiz is due, it submits that for you. I hope this answers your question. So somebody saying, please, the name at the course registration profile isn't my name, but same index number. I showed you some contact numbers which are down here, which are down there. I'll show you the numbers again. So this is our contact numbers. This is our contact numbers. You can take a screenshot of it. Then the one which says call, you call. The one which says WhatsApp, you WhatsApp. The person will attend to you. So I think I will take a few questions and we can end today's session. As time goes on, we will meet you from time to time to take you through some of the filters. I still see Fatima to Anondi. Let me ask you to unmute. Fatima to you can unmute and talk. Okay, since she's not here, Peter Akable.
Hello, boss. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, please. My problem is the assignment.
All
When you are
right.
given the assignment, um, are we to write it on a paper, then you upload it to a PDF before you can, or because I'm confused. I don't know how because we've not done sent it
So,
before.
so the submission type and everything has to do with the lecturer. As I was saying when I was talking about the example, the assignment, you once the lecturer puts an assignment there, he or she will inform you in class that you have an assignment to take on the V class. It starts on this date and starts on that date. That is where you ask the lecturer how to submit the assignment. But mostly, you don't handwrite the work, you type the answers, you type the work, you save them as the format he or she wants you to submit in. If it is a Word document, you save it as a Word document. If it is a PDF, you save it as a PDF and you come to upload it. But if
Okay.
they want you to write, you can write and scan it into a PDF and come and upload it. So the format for submitting the assignment is a lecture based. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm pasting the link for the V class. So some of you that are not able to um, access the V class from the student portal or that want the link that they can just type straight away. I am pasting it in the chat. I've pasted it. It's vclass.gcuc.edu.gh. And then our students portal is gcuc.edu.gh/portals/students and that. I'm coming. So I am sending the two links in here. The key things is that students portal, you access it with your index number as your name, your username as your index number, and password as your index number. When you log in, you can change it in there. So from time to time too, we will meet you. Let me take another question from Rhoda Entry. I'm asking you to unmute.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Please, can you put the orientation class on your YouTube page for us? Some of us, our network wasn't helping us.
So this recorded meeting that you are talking about, right?
Yes, please.
All right. So it will maybe uploaded. It will be uploaded tomorrow, roughly by 2 p.m.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
And then Ernest Asante. Ernest Asante. I'm asking you to unmute. Okay. Eunice Kofi.
Sir, please.
Yes, please.
I wanted to access the portal. When I received the message, I was just they just added a link to the Telegram to me. I wanted to know how to pay my fees, what I will use as reference, how to pay it, but there is nothing added to it. So please, if you can update me on it. Thank you very much.
All right. So you can watch the video once it is posted on YouTube. So this particular meeting has been recorded. And to access it, I hope you can still see my screen. You go to YouTube, you search for Garden City University. Garden City University on YouTube. So YouTube. Then on YouTube, either on your mobile phone, you search for Garden City University. Once you search for that, you would see our channel. You click on it, you see a video or some videos. Then you go to playlist. Playlist. When you come to playlist, we will upload the video here with a name called Orientation 2026. Codel Orientation 2026. You would have access to it, so you can watch the video again tomorrow. Time is far gone. And the last question from Irene.
Sir, please, good evening.
Good evening.
Please, I want to ask a question concerning taking a quiz.
Con-
Please, are you
Concerning,
when you are taking a quiz,
okay,
please, are you supposed to skip a number and go to another number in case you are confused on choosing the correct answer for a particular?
you can skip
Okay.
to some question, but then usually if there is a part where you can skip and there's a part where you cannot skip. So it depends on
Oh,
the settings the lecturer makes. If the
oh,
lecturer says you can't go back, that means you can't skip the question. But if
oh,
it doesn't say you can't go back, it means you can skip and later return to the question and answer it.
okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Last from Salifu. Salifu.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Please, concerning the quizzes and the assignment, let's say when you have a particular course, how do you select the course before you start answering the questions in the quiz?
Okay. So you have a course. How do you even select the course, right?
Yeah,
After logging in, you can see the screen, right?
yeah.
This is where this is where after logging in, it takes you to this is the home screen. When you have an assignment on a quiz, straight away go to events. You see events, right?
Yeah.
It will tell you all events that are upcoming. Okay. So here it's saying this particular assignment, the assignment which was sample assignment is due. So here is the course name. The course name is Introduction to GCUC Virtual Classroom. Are we there?
Yeah.
So you can straight away say you click on the course, it takes you to the course page. This is the courses page. Have you seen? You navigate to the uh, assignment or the quiz. So this is the quiz sample assignment, right? You click on that. And then because in my submission, I submitted for this particular person, I am allowed to edit it. In some cases, the lecturer will not allow you to edit your submission. So if you have not submitted, you would see this. Have you seen add submission? Can you see add submission?
Yes.
So you click on add submission, then You click on add submission, and this particular button, smaller, the first one here, which is called add file, you click on that. It pops up the file picker. Then you upload. You click on upload the file. You choose the file from either your device, wherever you place that particular file. So this is the file I want to upload. So I double click on that. Once I double click on that, it is here. Then I say upload this file. When I upload, the name of the file is here and the file itself is here. You check to confirm. Once it is there, you just say save changes. After saving changes, you would have this screen saying it is submitted for grading. It is submitted for grading, and yeah. Please, I hope that answers you.
Yeah, I'm clear.
All right.
Thank
So
you.
you're welcome. The last one from Musa. Musa, I'm asking you to unmute. Okay, so Belinda
Yeah,
Mensah.
hello. Good evening. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Please.
Yeah, sir. Please about the virtual class. This is Musa.
Okay.
So I try opening. When I open and I click my dashboard, I realize that okay, it has come. I was not seeing my courses, but now it has come. That's what I wanted to find out.
All right. So one thing with the virtual class is that if you are not seeing the courses, it means you have not registered for the courses.
Oh, okay.
You go back to the student portal to register from there.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to find.
Somebody is saying quizzes and midterms are going to write them on weekends or weekdays. That depends on the lecturer. So anything that has to do with the quiz and the midterm, it depends on the lecturer. So you contact your lecturers on that. So, all right, I believe we are all fine. I'm giving us all the chance to unmute.
Mute.
So if you have
so much
questions or you have issues, you WhatsApp or you contact us on these lines. We will attend to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so next time is a
Thank
goodbye.
you so much.
We'll be waiting for the upload on
We
YouTube.
have a lot of questions, but because of the time.
Thank you so much.
All right. In the proper orientation, we will have
Another time. Bye.
Bye bye.
Please say something. Let's listen to
We didn't get all of them.
Bye bye.
Thank you. So please, are we going to really start lectures tomorrow?
What could you have